Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene, and in today's video we're doing continuing my eyeshadow palette collection, swatch and reviews of all my palettes. And today's brand, because I'm doing it by brand series, today's brand that I'm going to be swatching and going over is I'm doing my Adept Cosmetic palettes, my Sydneygrace palettes. I will be doing my Ensleyreign and Klarity Cosmetic palettes. So that is everything that will be included in today's video. If you would like to see my thoughts on these items, then just stay tuned. I'm going to turn the camera around and start swatching and giving my thoughts. Alright, so we have the palettes here ready to be swatched. The first one that I'm going to go over is this Tiny Marvels palette. This was in collaboration with sydneygrace and our beloved Mel Thompson. She did a beautiful job on this palette. Absolutely love it. And so let's just get to swatching. So first one here. How these are still doing. It's a nice champagne color. Here's a nice transition shade for me. And then we have Firebuds. This was a cute one. And I really don't need to swatch these twice, but I have been swatching all the other ones twice. I may not when I get to some of those other palettes because they're so pigmented. This one is pigmented as well, but these still feel wonderful. So then we have Scarab. This is one of my favorite shades she put in this palette. Beautiful. That's what those are looking like so far. Going down to the middle row, Flirtable. BB. It's named after one of her best friends here on YouTube, Kelsey Brianna J. I think she started posting again. I'm super excited to see her back. And Mantis. Nice green color. Very beautiful. And then Metal Hawk. These are still feeling very nice. Do I want to put Love Bug here? I'm going to move Love Bug down below. So now we got Love Bug here. Jewel Bee. Beautiful lavender shade. Did I put another shade on Love Bug? I don't think I did, but there it goes. So then we have Marvel. Nice. Death Moth. Nice little deepening shade a little bit. Bugaboo. And then last but not least was Spotter. So that was the Sydney Grace times Mel Thompson palette in Tiny Marvels. Still swatching quite beautifully. Very nice. So the next one we have, also from Sydney Grace, is this Enduring Love palette. This Enduring Love palette they made in a regular and a deeper, and this one is the deep. That's what the palette looks like. So let's get the swatching on this one as well. This one I have not played too much with, only but with a few of the shades. So we have Romeo. Then we have Juliet. Then we have Devotion. Then we have Darcy. These are still feeling very nice. And Elizabeth. And this one is Albert. Along with Victoria. And then we have Passion. That is half of the palette so far. Very nice. And let's keep it going. Then we got Boaz. Then we got Ruth. Your two jewelry tone, deeper colors. Then we have John. And Abigail. We have Cherish. This one feels a little bit drier than the rest. We have Robert. And Deanna. That is your Sydney Grace. Looks very nice. They all did very well. The next ones I have here is my Klarity Cosmetic palettes. So the first one I'm going to do is the Croc palette. This has a lot of those nice greens in it. This is also the one that came to me a little broken. So that little shade down there at the bottom is a little broken. I tried pushing it in one time already and looks like it got back over some again. So let's see what we can do with that again. So let's go back this way again. Seemed like it was better for me to do a close-up with you guys on this one. So this is You Crock My World. Then we had Let's Rock and Roll. Beautiful shade. Have If the Snap Fits. Have Death Roll. Beautiful. On camera, it looks yellow, and in person, it looks green. And this is Tailgater. So that's the first row. Let's go down to the second row. First one here is Snapper. Look like one of those typical flips that a lot of the brands do. Blue brown color. This is Swamp Thing. Nice little deepening shade for your outer V. This one is Cold Blooded. It's more of a deeper foresty type green. And then we got Apex. Look like a nice little transitioning color for your crease. And then last but not least, the one that want to go everywhere, it's actually called Crocodile Tears. And the tears want to go everywhere. They don't want to stay in place. This is a drier formula here, so I can see why I don't want to stay. I wonder if this would be a shade that actually want to stay on your eyeballs, because it look very flaky like. So this one here might be a problem with fallout. But this is the Croc palette from Klarity Cosmetics. Beautiful. If you love green shades, you will love this palette. Those shimmers, especially this one here, is really vibrant. I love a good shimmer, and that it looks like it's right up my alley. That is the Croc palette. From Klarity. The next one I have from Klarity Cosmetics is the Komodo palette. So the Komodo palette is also another gorgeous one. That is what that one looks like. So let's get the swatching on this one as well. And the first one we have here is called a Reptile. Very soft feeling here. Beautiful shade. Another one is Marijuana. I'm going to push on this one because this reminds me of the same formula as the other one that was in the other palette. That was the Crocodile Tears. Looks more like one that will really get flaky real fast, but the color on here is beautiful. It's got a nice little blue purple shimmer to it. The one in the middle is Suit of Armor. A nice deep blue color. The next one is Ambush. This one also feels similar to that other formula. Nice chartreuse type green. And this one is Parthogenesis. Nice transition shade. Ferocious is the next one here. Beautiful. Then we have Unskinkable. It will go very well with the one beside it. Tip the Scale. That will go good with that one as well. We have Go for the Kill. It's a nice deep green color. But on skin, it looks a little lighter than what it appears like in the pan. And I Pray a Day is this one here. So this is the Komodo palette from Klarity Cosmetics. Nice, beautiful with the purples, with the green. That's what that is giving you. Nice. The Ensleyreign Flirter palette is next. That is what this one looks like. I have not used this one yet, so we'll be figuring this one out together. This is Orchid Orange. Light orange color. Then we have Pixie Petal. Absolutely gorgeous. As well as Serenity. Golden Hour. And we have Magic Moss. Moonflower. These shimmers are amazing, as well as the mattes. They are swatching beautifully and they look gorgeous. Dewdrop. Flicker. Sylph. That was an interesting shade. That's why I had to pull it off to the side. And this is Wisp. That is a beautiful purple. Mystic Meadow. And Echo. So this is the Flutter palette. It is gorgeous. Very beautiful. Very beautiful palette. Really impressed by especially Pixie Petal the most probably. All right, so that was Flutter. The next one we have here is the Cold Moon palette. This is a gorgeous palette. I believe I have a Get Ready With Me utilizing this palette already on my channel. So if you want to go back and check out my Ensleyreign playlist, you'll be able to see that. I'm going to try to do all of these on this one. We'll see. Snowdrop. Maybe I just make them in smaller spots. so they're not taking up as much room. But Snowdrop has this beautiful green flip to it. Green and yellow. Winter Rose. And then we have Aurora, which is, I believe, the one I used in my Get Ready With Me that is gorgeous. It's a red, fiery red with a, oh, it's so pretty. This is definitely got a lot of things going on. Green, red, orange. It's a multitude of colors in that Aurora. Arithia, I'm assuming. It's that one. Then we have Snow Fairies, which is another gorgeous one. I've used this one before already. Love it. Then we have Garnet. Right there. Then we have Forbidden. The last one on this row. It's a gorgeous pink. Like, that would be beautiful on someone's eyes for a wedding day. That Forbidden, gorgeous. So that's the first row of the Cold Moon palette. Let's move to the second row. Maja. And we have Saturnalia. And then we have Catmint. And then we have Kion. All of these look different on skin than they do in the thing. So they're all like multi-chromes going on here. Transformation. Then we have Wolf Moon. Nice basic silver color. Then we have Mother's Night. So that is all of the second row. That's the two together so far. All right, and last row is Snow Crystal. It's a beautiful green. Flips going in and you can't really tell what's going on with it. It's beautiful. Then what the palette is named after, which is Cold Moon. We have Borealis. Of Winter Solstice. It's a long name. This is the most less exciting of all of them. Feel more like a satinish type shade. And it feels like it can go hard pan really quick. And then this other one here is Rebirth. And last but not least is Storm Fairy. All right. So this is the Cold Moon palette. A lot of multi-chromes going on in here. Gorgeous palette. Have worn it several times and enjoyed it very much. Oh, Cold Moon.